Hi guys, Fraser Forster here with your weekly Tottenham transfer update here on YouTube, so don't go anywhere because we'll be discussing everything from Fraser Forster, now signed in the Tottenham shirt. I'll be discussing your opinion, also my opinion on that. We'll also be discussing that we're both in advanced talks with both Djed, Spence and Everton star Richarlison. We'll also be talking about other stars that could come to Spurs this summer, such as Bastoni, Christian Eriksen and loads more. So don't go anywhere, as I said. I hope you're all well. Without further ado, let's crack into today's video. But before we do that, don't forget to smash the subscribe button for weekly transfer updates during the break, end of season, whatever you want to call it, where there's no football on. So for weekly transfer news. If that's not enough, then go check me out on TikTok, Instagram and Twitter at Scarfy Spurs Talk for Spurs updates 24/7, about 10 to 15 videos and posts a day. I do loads, especially on Twitter, keep you up to date with all the Spurs activity, and here on YouTube we do a weekly one. So let's crack into it and start with Fraser Forster. 4 days ago, I think, 3 days ago, 4 days ago now, Fraser Forster did sign for Tottenham. Of course, it's a weekly transfer update, so there's been, so we couldn't do it last video because it was before. But yeah, Fraser Forster has now joined Tottenham on a 2-year deal. He's our second signing after Ivan Perisic, and remember, this is before the window opened. And Forster is our new backup goalkeeper, replace Galini, who is returning to Atalanta. So I'm excited about that. And I just think his experience and good voice. I just think that he will be an important backup goalkeeper. He's a fine shot stopper as well. So I think that's a very important signing, and I'm really happy about that. By all means, guys, let me know how you feel about that in the comments below. But I'm really happy about this. But this is before the transfer window opened. The transfer window only opened 2 days ago, and we signed 2 players before the transfer window starts. That's amazing. Next, this is a day ago. So yesterday, we reached an agreement with Celtic for the permanent transfer of Cameron Carter-Vickers, and I'd just like to say I wish him all the best for the future. So Celtic have now bought Cameron Carter-Vickers. It's a good deal for all the parties involved. It's big for Celtic and also getting good money out of it for us, and moving on a player that isn't playing. I think that is really important. So again, let me know how you feel about that in the comments below. But I think it's important that we move Cameron Carter-Vickers on. But also another big subject is, would you loan Troy Parrott this summer? So you've got Troy Parrott and Dane Scarlett at the moment. If we don't sign a backup striker, we have got Dane Scarlett and Troy Parrott. I'd probably realistically have to loan one of them. So if you had to loan one of them, what would you do? Which one would you loan? But you don't have to loan either, or you can loan both. It's up to you. Just drop it in the comments below. But I personally I think I would loan Dane Scarlett and keep Troy Parrott, regardless if we get a striker or not. But thinking about it, yeah, if we don't get a striker, then you might want to keep both. So, it's really dependent. But that's an interesting subject out of Dane Scarlett and Troy Parrott, 2 top strikers. I think they both do need more taste of first team football, but Troy Parrott's doing really well for the likes of Ireland and done really well last season, so who knows. We had the PFA Premier League team released 2 or 3 days ago now. I'd just like to say I think it's shocking there was no Son in it. There's no Son, there's no Kane, there's no Romero. I think it's shocking. I personally don't know why Trent Alexander-Arnold, Thiago, Mane are even in there. Even Salah faded away towards the end of the season. Ronaldo perhaps is also lucky to get in there. I can understand if Kane or Romero perhaps don't get in there, because Kane obviously had a bad start to the season. Romero obviously getting injured despite being exceptional. One of the best centre-backs in the league for sure. But Son's got to be in there. But, Son's got a lot better stats than Mane, as you can see there. So it's ridiculous. Son's got more assists and goals. He's the most underrated player in the world, I think, right now, to be honest with you. I really do. I think he's so underrated, it's mad. So that's that. The PFA Premier League 2 of the year. It's just unfair. This is a day ago from Alistair Gold. Tottenham have long held an interest in Leicester's James Maddison. I want to know, guys, in the comments below how you would feel about that. Again, it's another exciting player, but just interest, haven't made an approach for him though. And also, guys, since I spoke to you on YouTube, since I last spoke to you on YouTube, we now have 2k followers on TikTok. So thank you very much for that, all because of you guys, and also have 1k followers on Twitter. So thank you very much, guys, for those 2 milestones, 2k on TikTok and 1k on Twitter, all because of you guys, because our priority here at Scarfy Spurs Talk is to give you content that you enjoy, Spurs content, Spurs updates, Spurs news, Spurs everything, all for you guys. But remember, it's all because of you. So thank you very much for your support. That's what I'm going to use this opportunity to thank you for. We continue to grow also on YouTube as well. So thank you very much for your support on all social media. We keep going because you are our priority here at Scarfy Spurs Talk. Always have been, continue to be, and always will be. That's the way it works here at Scarfy Spurs Talk. Which one should we do next? Got quite a few transfer news to get through. Yeah, so this is something from Sky Sports. Tottenham Hotspur still want to sign Inter Milan defender Alessandro Bastoni during this current summer transfer window. However, the chance of the Spurs signing him depends on how much money Inter can get from other sales. Obviously, Bastoni, it's gone from looking really, really likely to impossible. So I still think it is unlikely, but Inter do need to ideally need to sell him for the money. But again, it won't be a cheap option. But he is happy at Inter. But Conte will continue persuading. We won't give up. Put it that way. We won't give up on trying to sign Bastoni. It's still a big possibility. It could work. You never know. But I will keep you updated on that, guys. I promise. That's why it's important you follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok for all the updates. You know, what are you waiting for? Also, you've also got Djed Spence. We're in advanced talks to sign Forest's Djed Spence, which I think is actually exciting because I think Conte can take him like he is now in perhaps the first or second gear. Perhaps Conte can take him to fifth or sixth gear. So I personally think that's really, really exciting about Djed Spence because our bid has been accepted, so we're now in advanced talks with Djed Spence. But there's also other clubs that do want him, so it swings and roundabouts. It still could change, but at the moment it looks like, hopefully, fingers crossed, he's coming to Tottenham, which would be exciting because I think, as I said, Conte can improve him. And the most important thing, I think, in Conte's formation and style, the way he plays, in Conte's team, you have to have good fullbacks. I don't think we do at the moment, being honest with you. But fullbacks next season, let's say Perisic and Spence, that's amazing. But we need good players and we need to spend money. It's still important. I know we bought 2 free players before the transfer window, and 2 great players, don't get me wrong, Perisic being first team player and Forster being backup goalkeeper, but we mustn't stop, we mustn't ease off, because we need a team that can compete for trophies next season and win trophies. It's been 14 years I think now since we won a trophy. It can't continue. We've got to put an end to that. We've got to stop saying we need to get closer to winning a trophy or compete for a trophy, because we need a team that will compete now and will win now as soon as possible. Because mark my words, we'll win a trophy under Conte. I know it, I can see it. I don't know what trophy yet, but who knows. This is also interesting about Djed Spence, because Fabrizio Romano tweeted a day ago, Tottenham are interested in Djed Spence since long time, but they've not reached full agreement to sign him yet, despite rumours. Talks on, there are a few clubs interested in the right back. Discussions about Spence's future will continue in the coming days. So Fabrizio Romano has played down the rumours, but said that Tottenham are still interested. But more progress has developed since. It looks like that our bid has been accepted for Djed Spence at the moment, which is good. I'm excited. So it'll be around 20 million, so that's not too bad at all. So that is Djed Spence. But I'm personally excited. But guys, let me know in the comments below, because there's some mixed opinions about it, but I think it'd be perfect in Tottenham shirt under Antonio Conte. And by the way, Son scored 2 great free kicks for South Korea in the week, in the space of 2 or 3 days, one after another. Incredible free kicks as well. So we need to put him on the free kicks next season if we don't sign Christian Eriksen, because Son is just amazing, and I've recently found out he's better at free kicks. He'd be better than Kane. This is the player who isn't in the PFA Premier League Team of the Year. It just doesn't. I'm sorry, but it just doesn't whatsoever make any sense whatsoever. But there you go. No more to say about that. Next, what should we do next, guys? I'm going to say let's discuss Richarlison. Tottenham are in advanced talks for Everton star Richarlison for about 51 million. That's from me. That's my tweet. Obviously, there's been very mixed opinions from our fan base about this. But what I want to know, two separate questions here. It's important you don't mix them up. They're two separate questions. One is, would you take Richarlison in a Spurs shirt next season? So that's one question. And the second question, is important you keep them apart, by the way. The second question is, would you pay 51 million for Richarlison? Let's put it this way. Is Richarlison worth 51 million? So it's two separate questions. So would you take Richarlison in a Spurs shirt? I think the majority would say yes. But I think it'd be a bit 50-50 or on is Richarlison really worth 51 million? But just to confirm, there's been some rumours about it being 60 million. They are false. I can confirm that it's going to be around 51 million at the moment, and which is 60 million euros, not pounds. 60 million euros. It's important you don't get confused because people jump to conclusions thinking it's 60 million. It's not 60 million. So just wanted to confirm that. So yeah, I am excited about Richarlison, although it's a lot of money. But however, I think Conte, I don't know if he's the right player for Conte, because remember, Richarlison dives a lot, he whinges a lot, to be fair. But I highly rate Richarlison, but it's a lot of money. And he can be quite selfish at times, so I don't know if he's going to work under Conte or not. But yeah, please let me know your opinion in the comments below. But my poll on Twitter saying, would you like to see Richarlison in the Spurs shirt next season, has got 52 votes. 79% said yes and 21% said no, and that was from 21 hours ago. And my other poll saying, is Richarlison worth 51 million? Again, 20 hours ago. 44% said yes and 56% said no. So on Twitter, on my poll, people want Richarlison, but they would not pay. They don't think he's worth 51 million. Next, Christian Eriksen. I'm going to read you the most recent. This is from less than 2 hours ago from the man for Fabrizio Romano, absolute legend, saying Brentford have submitted a serious, important personal term to offer to Christian Eriksen, but the player is considering his options with many clubs interested. Ericsson will make his decision on his future club in the coming days. Also, you've got lots of clubs interested. You've got Tottenham, who want to bring Eriksen back to Tottenham and reunite with Antonio Conte, because we miss that creative spark, and Eriksen just has that. Also got Man United that are interested, and Brentford, of course, want to sign him permanently, but hopefully he wants to come to the best team in London and play Champions League football next season. We all know who that is. So that would be nice. But guys, please let me know your opinion in the comments below. I can't see why you wouldn't take Eriksen at Tottenham, because I think he can play in lots of different positions. He can play in that central midfield role, whether it's next to Højbjerg, Bentancur or Skip. He can play that role in that creative midfield. That's where I would play him personally, where he's been playing for Brentford, I think, as well. Or you can play him behind Harry Kane as the two number 10s. It's like with Perisic as well. You can play him in other different positions. That's what's exciting about these players. So just a transfer recap. Within this week, we have signed Fraser Forster. The transfer window opened 2 days ago on the 10th. We're in advanced talks to sign both Richarlison and Djed Spence, which is exciting. And we won't give up on Bastoni. And Ericsson has given his willingness to come to Tottenham, but Fabrizio Romano, as I said 2 hours ago now, just nearly 2 hours ago, said that he will make his choice up in the coming days. So that is the main, what I would say main talking points at the moment. But there's obviously a lot of rumours, but that is the main ones for sure. But yeah, the transfer window opened literally now, only 2 days ago. So guys, let me know in the comments below, what one player would you like to see in a Tottenham shirt next season realistically? Please let me know, and I will get back to you. If I don't get back to you, I'll definitely read your comment. It'd be interesting. So realistically, with the money you've got to spend, wherever it be 150 million, 200 million, because that capital increase, it's not including Champions League money, don't forget that. But realistically, what would you say? We spent no money at the moment because we've got Perisic and Forster both as free agents. So that's exciting. Haven't spent any money and bought 2 players and 1 class player. I'm really excited about Perisic next season, guys. What do you think? Do you think Perisic will be very class next season? Will he be competing in the Golden Boot? Will he be Tottenham's best player next season? Oh, please, guys, let me know. So many questions I know, but so many talking points because obviously I only speak to you weekly. So what 1 player realistically would you love to see for Tottenham, but keep it realistic? You want something that will actually happen, because it's important. You don't want to say something like Messi. That's very, very, I'm not going to say impossible because you never know, but it's unlikely to happen. Put it that way. But as I said, please follow me on Twitter in particular, but also Instagram and TikTok to keep up to date with all my Spurs news and everything. Trust me, you won't regret it. I tweet a lot and keep you updated with all the and also my reliable sources like Fabrizio Romano, Alistair Gold, Last Word of Spurs, editors and journalists from The Times, The Telegraph, Daily Mail, that kind of thing, reliable sources. Also from Fabrizio Romano here, a day ago, Gabriel Jesus going to join a Premier League club this summer and not Real Madrid, as explained 2 days ago. More to follow soon. Jesus will leave City for sure, no changes expected. Gabriel Jesus deal. He wants to leave Manchester City, and the expectation is for Gabriel to join a Premier League club this summer. Official bids will arrive soon. Real Madrid I've had some contacts a few weeks ago to explore the situation, but nothing has advanced from now. Obviously, you've got Tottenham and Arsenal who are interested, so that will be very, very interesting. By the way, I also had, I forgot to mention it, 2 days ago was Scarfy Spurs Talk's birthday on TikTok, my main account, at Scarfy Spurs Talk. So thanks for an incredible year. Remember, as I said, all because of you guys, to have over 2,000 followers in a year is insane. So thank you very much for that. It's incredible. And the team of the year, Premier League team of the year, consists of Alisson, Alexander-Arnold, Van Dijk, Rudiger and Cancelo. That's the back line, including the goalkeeper. De Bruyne, Thiago and Bernardo Silva in midfield. And Mane, Ronaldo and Salah in attack. What I would change about that, to be honest with you, is I would say... I'd put Son instead of Mane, for sure. I think definitely Son's been a lot better than Mane. And I'd put Rodri instead of Thiago. That's 2 changes I would make to that Premier League team of the year, but I'm just so biased against Son. I think it's an absolute disgrace. Here's what in my tweet I had to say about it 2 days ago. I put the PFA Premier League team of the year is a joke. No, Son is a joke. He's been by far the best player in the Premier League this season. Don't know why Mane or Alexander-Arnold are in there. Also think Rodri and Romero should be in there. Absolute disgrace. That's what I put. I still think it's the same. Also, the tweet, as I said, about Bastoni, this is from me as well, saying we will not give up on trying to sign Alexandre Bastoni this summer. Bastoni is Antonio Conte's #1 target this summer. Despite Bastoni and his agent confirming he's happy at Inter and Tottenham, he will not give up as yet. So that is all the transfer news for now. But please subscribe to my YouTube channel to keep you updated, because you listen to me weekly talking about Tottenham transfer news, because there's a lot going on. And as I said, I believe if we get the transfer window right, we can compete, not only compete, but win trophies starting from next season. So what are we waiting for? Because if you get the right investment, not necessarily the right investment, I think obviously spending the right money is important, but getting the right players, especially in the right positions, then I believe we can win and compete for trophies next season. So that is the important thing, because 14 years has been too long. Antonio Conte is, won trophies in his past, and if we get a trophy winning team, that'd be fantastic. But London is white anyway, we know that. No need to discuss why, because you know why. Thank you very much for today's video. As I said, please join my Spurs community on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok and now YouTube. Join Scarfy Spurs community, which is expanding and growing every day. Thank you guys, and as always, come on you Spurs.